Hello there, we're Dicesylvania, a bunch of lovable geeks from Romania who play various tabletop role-playing games in our own authentic vampire English, and sometimes we even make up our own games, such as this one, Focus Pocus, a game set in the same wizarding universe as Harry Potter. And if you want to know how it's played, we have a video about it called How to Play Focus Pocus. I'm Karina, your game master for today, and we are with our lovely cast. And let's give them all some magic. We have Paul as Andru Luna.
Bombarda.
We have Rux as Penny Travers.
Hi, I will badger the hell out of both.
We have Ler as Marcus Duskbane.
Hello.
And finally we have Karla as Gronia Yaxley, or Gigi for short.
Revelio!
Oh, Revelio.
It's Revelio. You poor mother.
Revelio.
And together we will play episode 2 from the campaign called The Lesson That Never Was in the Focus Pocus system, a homebrew system by us. So let's conjure up the intro. Andrew, you're sitting at the long Ravenclaw table into the Great Hall, having just finished the best tiramisu you've ever had, though you're calling it tiramisu with great confidence.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're in Ravenclaw. Sitting next to you is a girl with wide silver eyes, not just one, both of them, and long, messy blonde hair. The one you met earlier. She radiates the air of curiosity. She turns to you and says with complete sincerity, I'm glad we're in Ravenclaws together. The pudding is definitely with nargles in it. They make your brain extra fuzzy, you know.
How many of me do you see?
Just one. Don't be ridiculous.
That's a spell.
Oh, good for you. You're very smart. Look, there's Professor Phileas Flitwick. He's chatting with some other teacher. Do you know he's conducting the frog choir?
I know. I am part of a choir as well, but not the frog one.
Really?
Yeah. I like singing.
I like singing too. You know what? We should join the frog choir.
I think we should.
Professor Flitwick, come! And she grabs you and darts forward so hastily. You bump a few heads along the way. Professor, do you think we can join the frog choir? I can sing, and Andrew looks like someone who has excellent frog energy.
Professor Flitwick, we are sorry for interrupting, of course. But we are part of the new Ravenclaws here, and I wanted to meet you since I was 6 years old.
Really?
Since I was...
You heard that I'm a duelist champion, and there's like a cute little pose.
Yes, I heard you ran the frog choir, and I want to be part of it.
Of course.
Not because I'm good, not yet, but because when I sing, I feel like the kind of magic that doesn't need a wand.
It is. It's exactly how I feel. I have just 2 rules, simple. First, he does a flick of a wand very graciously, and this long parchment scroll appears in front of him. Sign up there, and he points the line. Do you know how to sign with the wand? Okay, then have a pen.
A quill.
A quill.
Professor Quill.
Oh, we don't mention him. And another one. Do you have a frog? It's required to have a frog in the frog choir.
I actually do have Tudor.
You have two what?
Tudor, that's his name.
Two doors.
Tudor.
Two doors.
Tudor.
Yeah, okay, name. Okay.
Tudor.
Yes, that's my frog.
Can I,
Big, hefty boy.
can I see him, please?
I could I have taken him?
Yeah, it's in
Oh,
your
yeah.
pocket.
Oh wait, it's
Well, it looks like he has a lot of power in his
Yes.
vocal cords.
exactly
I'm
my one.
excited to work with both of you. And he turns towards Luna, and she vanished. She's, I don't know, bugging someone at the Slithering table. I wonder who that is. A spell rolled, and it rolled a natural one. The great hall buzzes with the last murmurs. The floating candles flicker, casting long, eerie shadows as students all around you rise from their seats. At the Slytherin table, prefects begin rounding up the first years to take them to their common rooms. Among them is, guess who? Marcus Dustbane. The sorting hats still echo faintly in your mind. Slytherin. A platinum boy with silver hair. It's a prefect. Gathers you and all the other first years and leads the way, his robes floating behind them as they move. The torchlit corridors flicker aggressively as the air grows cooler as you descend. You move deeper into the dungeons, and the stone walls are damped with the scent of ancient magics. At last, you reach a bare stretch of wall along the dungeon corridors. The prefect leading you steps forward and utters a password. I will repeat this only once. Serpentis. With a sound, the stone wall shifts, melting away like water, revealing the entrance to the common room. What do you do, Marcus?
As I'm following them because of my leg, I guess I'm always trailing a bit behind.
No, everyone is waiting for you. They're very
really?
nice.
They're okay.
You're one of them now.
But still, I'm walking a bit slower than anyone, although I'm not allowing them to see that I'm really hurting when I'm walking.
I think while you were walking, one of the other first year Slytherin boys muttered something. Can he get that magically fixed or something?
I will not pay attention to that.
Okay.
That's yes.
What do? You step inside?
Yes.
You do?
I would like to step
You
inside.
say Serpentis or?
Yes.
Let's go.
But
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh.
It's obviously you don't need to. So you step inside and you find yourself in a long, grand chamber, but with low ceilings supported by stone pillars. The walls are adorned with tapestries of silver and green, displaying serpentine imagery and portraits of past Slytherin greats. I'm sorry. Their eyes, probably ghosts now, their eyes following your movement. Judgmental. The large leather sofa and the green lanterns hung from iron chains, casting this eerie sensation. The window, embedded in the walls of the dungeons, revealed a dark water pressing against the glass. Now is the time for you to give me an observation check, sir.
What's a +1? What's that?
17. I do have that dice.
You need glasses.
I have glasses.
It's a 17 plus 1 or total?
It's a total of 17.
Well, you piece out together that the Slytherin house, common room, lies beneath the great black lake. And you even saw a shadow of a movement. It was either the giant squid or a merperson's tail. You don't know for sure.
That's cool. That's cool.
Take that pass.
I will try to mingle with the others
Okay.
and introduce myself.
Okay. The older Slytherin table just settle into chairs. Did you go to anyone in
I
particular?
would not go to the older students. I would go to the first years.
The prefect, the one that escorted you now, gestures and sits there with all the first years and gestures towards 2 stone archway at the far end of the common room. He said, first years, your dormitories are this way. Boys left, girls right. Don't mess it up and don't get lost. Nobody likes a serpent who can't find their way back. So you want to talk with someone?
Yeah.
This prefect introduces himself to you. He shakes your hand vigorously and says, I'm Peter Parkinson. I'm a 5th year. You can reach out to me if you have troubles. And then he goes and kisses his boyfriend.
Ooh. I will mingle with
What?
everyone,
Boyfriend?
tell them
Say
my
again?
name, things of the sorts.
Okay.
Does anyone here?
You try to do that. You catch a few names hastily, but most of them are eager to see their belongings. Their very precious, very expensive belongings are in their rooms, and they try to find out which room they're in. So they go through the arches, and you hear the names Lucian, Cassius, Peter, and Hans. But you didn't catch them all, so.
I will stay for a bit in the common room, I guess, in the lobby or
In the
half
lobby, all of the first years are gone, but you are there with the older
And I
students.
will.
And you can see people displaying affections to each other. Like some people are in a couple, some people start playing chess or exploding snap. Some people even pull out their books to read.
I didn't know you
I
could
will
read.
scratch myself a bit. I will not let go that I want to go to my dormitory and open my trunk, but I will make my way there in a non-suspicious manner. I mean, in such a way that no one will say, "Oh, why is this kid running towards his doorway?"
You want to seem cool, not like the
Not
others.
cool, but
Not eager.
I'm hearing not eager, although I'm very eager, extremely so.
You move through the corridor, through the large Slytherin hall. Your cane can be heard. It's like a faint echo. But nobody pays attention to you. You're a first year coming. Who cares?
Smart.
Fresh meat.
Uh,
Can I check my trunk?
you go and you move through a narrow passage, and the hallway kind of branches off into rooms, each marked with an engraved serpent symbol above the door. Roll me an observation with advantage to see if you find the one that is marked first years.
Bad one.
Quick question. What stone archway did you took? Left or right?
Left. And 8.
Left and 8.
If you would have cast the spell, Precaution.
You're not here.
He also don't know spells.
Bombardia.
Apparently he does, and
Some
he being
people
a big
know
bastard.
spells. You managed to find with difficulty your room. You're also lagging behind because of your cane. You open the door. Inside, 4 poster beds are lined up, draped with this green silk and silver embroidery. A cold fireplace crackles to life instantly, filling the space with warmth. Your truck sits already at the foot of a bed. It seemed like it was moved, as if waiting for you. Your other companions are already in the room, 2 boys. What do you want to do?
I will say, hi there, I'm Marcus. Is the bottom bed taken?
They're like individual beds with curtains, you know. The
Oh,
big
individual beds.
individual
Okay.
beds. The big, you kind of have like a lot of space.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But someone moved. Apparently, they took the bed towards the glass. With the glass with the water with the light reflecting in it. It was more scenic.
I will again talk to them.
Yeah.
I will go towards my little Felix.
Okay.
I will pet him and say, I think it is time for you to stretch. Don't you think?
And I will let him go.
He stretches. He kind of already grabs at your blankets and starts scratching them.
Oh, no.
And I will pet him. And I will... Not now. No, go make some friends.
And he goes. He scratches the door.
Wow.
I will open the door because
Wow.
Mao. I will take my suitcase.
Yeah.
Grab a photo, put it in my robe, and did I see a bathroom?
Yes, you have a bathroom and doors. Don't you want to know the name of it? Like, you introduce yourself
At
like...
this moment, not
No.
really.
Okay, you said, I'm Marcus by...
No,
Bitches.
I mean, I've heard their names, but I didn't process them.
Okay.
I've got something else on my mind.
Go to the bathroom.
I will go to the bathroom. I will look around. I will close the door. Get myself in one of the not baths. How do you call them?
Stalls.
Stools.
You have
So-
just one stool, one
Oh,
bathroom,
shit.
one stool, a big large sink, beautifully adorned with green green marble, and a shower.
I will
With
get
a lot
into-
of functions.
Well, I will go into the
Well,
stool.
there are girls too.
I will take the photo of my mom.
Yeah.
And I will say,
Hi, Mom. I'm here at Hogwarts. I think you would like it here. It's exactly like Dad described it. I don't know if I should tell them I'm a muggle, because I've heard some people saying that they don't really like muggles.
But you're a half.
oh, sorry, half-bloods. Sorry, half-bloods.
I want you to know that I think you can hear me, that you'll always be with me. I will talk to you every day. I miss you and I love you.
You watch this photo as your model moves gently in the pictures. She moves. The picture moves. Yeah. And she tucks her. She always does this, like tucking her hair behind her ear. And it's a gesture that did it to you 1,000 times. She would always tuck your hair behind your ear and kiss you on the forehead.
And I will back it to myself. I will put it back in my robe, sigh, and go out and actually make introductions with people. Actually get to know them, because they're my other family now.
There's one that looks, more rigorous and one that looks lazy. This is all you remember. And the lazy one, oh, you really got the shits.
Yeah, I think it was all
That's
that
what-
sweets
that's what my
from
butt
the
looked
train.
Oh yeah, those cheap sweets. This is the first one.
I don't think that because they were a bit stale, but a
And
bit.
cheap. This is again the pale. This is the first guy with the pale complexion, a sharp, almost aristocratic features with dark brown hair, neatly combed, slightly wavy, cold, piercing blue eyes. Slightly taller than the average for your age. And he's wearing his robes with precision. His tie is already perfect, clearly matched, and he has this formality, quelque chose about him.
As I'm looking at him, I will straighten up my... Yeah, I try to at least.
He gives a And then the other one, he has smooth, deep brown skin. He looks handsome. He has short, neatly cropped black hair, dark, piercing eyes, beaming with quiet amusement, and he has this slim but elegant posture. He has this very expensive-looking robes.
So yeah, I'm Marcus Duskbane. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, we just met.
Yeah, I know, but
Earlier,
I didn't catch your
Yeah,
names
you're
really.
one of those. I also don't remember. This is the handsome brown skin guy. I always forget the name. I'm Lucian Zabini. And you remember him? I forgot his name.
No, sorry.
You could go make introductions with him.
Hey, I forgot your name.
How can you forget his name? I mean, come on, it's Cassius not. He's famous. I mean, his dad is. This Lucian pulling your leg.
Oh, you're famous?
No,
I mean,
my dad is.
and you don't like that?
No, I hate it.
Why?
I don't need to waste my words explaining what thing can bring to a child's upbringing. So, just use your mind.
I would. So what do we do for fun here?
Well, we can try get into the Quidditch team. What I hear there is very difficult and challenging, trials. We can play Exploding Snap. We can play chess. But right now, he starts unpacking. He carefully folds his robes and tie and neatly put them at the foot of his bed. I want to take my beauty sleep. And then he lies back at the window. I suppose tomorrow is where we actually see who belongs in Slytherin. Not just who got lucky.
What do you mean?
I mean,
I'm looking at Lucian.
What does he mean?
You catch it only observation.
He's gonna get bullied.
Or you don't care. You Lucian is smiling.
Oh shit.
I like.
No.
Zabini, Lucian Zabini. You know this from your father. Usually, pure bloods, especially young boys, call themselves by their family name because they find it cool and aristocratic. He already jumps into under the covers. He pulls a special blankie, a silk one, green, of course, and he's like, first night at Hogwarts, and I already know who's gonna embarrass themselves by the weekend. Try not to be one of them.
I will not
Okay.
try. Are we allowed to roam around?
It's curfew. It's 10. Weren't you paying attention?
No.
Well, you should pay attention. You can copy this. There you find like the password, the curfew hours, the name of the leather. But you owe me a favor.
You can take it back. I don't need.
You glanced it already. You glanced at it already.
Yeah, but
Favor.
it's not.
Favor.
Okay.
This is how you make acquaintances. Stop being weird.
In my head, I'm thinking, I wish I didn't let Felix go. But c'est la vie.
You know French.
No. I will.
You said c'est la vie. I know a bit of French. Bonjour, je m'appelle Lucian. Eh?
Yeah, I mean, you know, with
I
more
will make a girlfriend so fast. Just wait.
with French.
Yes.
Do you like? I think
Girls like French. They don't even need to understand what we're saying. We're just gonna go.
I don't know. I find girls weird. I mean, they kind of terrify me. If I'm honest.
Oh, what was your name again?
Duskbane.
Oh, Duskbane.
Thinking what my father told me.
Duskbane. Just we're gonna have so much fun. Maybe tomorrow we can sneak off their beers.
But wouldn't we get expelled?
Yeah, but that's the fun of getting caught.
Oh my god. What have I done?
And you hear, don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Just follow the rules.
Could you give me, without a favor in return, and I will look at him, a list of the rules?
No.
Yeah.
You will learn them the hard way.
Damn.
Never been
But-
for so.
You're okay. You're okay. Just, toughen up. Be a man.
And I will continue, talking with them. Maybe they pull my leg, ha 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 ha, and so on until,
The good one or the
It's okay.
whatever they want.
Start running
you don't like, the vibe is that they're not being mean on purpose, rather they have this
Yeah,
kind
the
of
pacing, right?
manly
Guys will be guys.
upbringing. Yeah.
Well, sucks to be you, I guess.
We'll see the Ravenclaw.
We'll see what's up. I can bite my claws.
Silence! Gigi, you awaken in the Gryffindor dormitory, alone in your bed. The round chamber is silent. Deep red velvet curtains hang around you, the golden embroidery glistening softly in the morning light. At the foot of your bed, of course, your wooden trunk sits slightly open. You glance around. Every other bed is empty. Your dorm mates you met last night, Hermione, Lavender, and Parvati, are already gone. The clock on the wall reads 8 a.m. They've all left. No one woke you up. They simply went without you. What do you do?
Bitches. Sorry.
I wake up right
You remember saying names, cursing, and doing stuff like last night. You, particularly, being enraged.
Fucking shit. I really hate school.
Gigi.
What's the point of even going? I yell at myself. Those girls. And I start dressing and I look for Peanut. Is Peanut there?
Peanuts in the owlery. I didn't say no. I said peanuts. Peanut is in the owlery. I repeat, Peanut is in the owlery.
Copyright, penis in the owl.
It's okay. He has his little cap, and he won't fly anywhere because he can barely fly.
I wanted to use him to send a note to McGonagall.
You cannot because he cannot fly, women.
You will walk.
You will walk, yeah.
That would be so cute.
I get up.
Yeah.
I don't comb my hair. I put on my robes
Grab
over
a
my
brush.
pajamas.
I'm sure, like,
And
curious
put it
of
on
the
makeup?
schedule, like,
Yes,
yeah, maybe.
I look at the
So,
schedule and
Basically, the breakfast halls have already started. It's 8 a.m. And at 9 a.m. you have herbology in the greenhouse. So you need to hurry.
So the first lesson is herbology.
Yeah.
Okay. I go and I try to remember where are the greenhouses. And
you need to eat breakfast. You have 1 hour until herbology.
okay. So I have time to eat breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
The breakfast started.
Definitely. I will go very fast, tucking my pajama blouse underneath my robes so no one will see. I don't comb my hair, but I wash my face and my teeth. And I start running towards the breakfast table.
As you step
hallway.
into the spiral staircase leading you down from the girls' dormitory, you feel the warm scent of burning logs. The Gryffindor common room is spacious, bathed in the glow of a crackling fireplace. Plushes, armchairs, and sofas are scattered about, and the tables for studies are definitely empty. The room is peaceful and quiet, likely because nearly everyone has gone to breakfast.
So I don't see anyone.
Tick-tock, no.
I start running. I go through the portrait hall. I slam on
As
the...
you push the portrait hole, the fat lady mutters something to herself.
What?
Something.
What do you? And I start running.
No time to linger. No time to linger. By the time you arrive at the Great Hall, the long wooden tables are packed with students already halfway through their meals. The enchanted ceiling above reflects the perfect morning sky with pale blue and fluffy clouds that drift lazily across. You spot a small gap at the Gryffindor table between Neville Longbottom and Padma Patil, who sits next to her twin, Parvati. Even though she was sorted into Ravenclaw, they seem to have trouble adjusting to the separation.
I am going and scooching in between them.
Plates of food are available for you, though some of the best bites are already gone.
I try to eat something that's fast. Like I grab a piece of toast with something on top. I take it, I start eating it, and getting up while I eat it.
Just as you take your first bites, there's a fluttering that fills the hall as the morning post that arrived. Hundreds of owls swoop down, dropping letters and small parcels across the long tables. Some students receive sweets from home, while others letters from their needy parents. But right then in front of you, a barn owl, Gigi, deposits something unthinkable. A scarlet envelope.
Oh no.
A howler.
I
moment
knew
you
it since
see
I
it,
heard
The
the
stomach twists. Roll me magical knowledge to see if you know what the howler is and what it does.
Makes you cry.
So I don't know automatically if I know. Me, Karla.
I don't know. Do you receive a howler?
I think I did before.
So
Several times. So I rolled a 10.
you're familiar with the howler. It's inevitable. It will scream at you.
I start getting up with my toast in hand and the envelope so it doesn't scream in the hallway and start running.
Before you can act on it, it's too late.
I ignored one
The
from my
envelope rips itself open and the voice bellows to the great hole, magnified tenfold. It's your father's voice.
Gigi! What on earth are you thinking? A dragon egg! You're a child data poacher! Do you have any idea how dangerous, not to mention highly illegal that is? Do you think money grows on trees? Because dragon eggs certainly don't! I'm absolutely mortified. Your poor grandmother is beside herself. If you will return that egg, immediately, mark my words, young lady, there will be consequences when you get home. Oh, you will rue the day, I assure you.
The entire hall falls silent. Your cousin, Cormac McLagan, jaw drop, food spilling out of his mouth, and every head turns towards you. Even the teachers at the high table pause mid-conversation, just pretending they don't.
And Hagrid is like,
And
Did he actually say Gigi? Because he
said Gigi.
Okay.
Neville looks horrified. The twins stare at you. You swallow hard.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Nice.
Andru approves.
This is not my name. I don't know who Gigi is. My name is Brunia. Anyway, the envelope. But honestly, I thought it was addressed to me because I didn't make Slytherin, but obviously it's not. This is not my father. I don't know who Gigi is. I'm leaving for...
Oh, but I thought you said your name was Gigi.
You're not
Shut
there.
up!
I'm not there.
You're not there.
we are not there.
Rooks is not there, no.
I'm not there.
No,
Penny.
Penny's not there.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
I take the toast and I leave.
Could I?
Where are you going? No time to dwell on humiliation. But class.
Do I bluff?
Headology.
Do I try to bluff?
Yeah, bluff. Actually, because you made up that convincing story, you can roll with advantage.
Ooh.
I'm not there.
13.
13. Nobody seemed to come after you for now. There's no time to dwell on humiliation.
I
class,
start running towards
herbology.
the herbology class.
You make your way across the Hogwarts grounds towards the greenhouses, lagging behind because everyone is already there.
Except Neville and
Except
Spike.
Neville, they also ran. You know, Neville is always late. Herbology house, greenhouse 1 looms ahead. The glass panel fogs up because of the warmth inside. Lined outside are your fellow Gryffindor, minus Neville and Padma Parvati, and the Hufflepuffs, because you have this class together, ready for your first herbology lesson. Among them, you spot this familiar face. That one, Penny Travers. Penny, you are there with 2 of your friends. you met last night, Helen Abbott and Susan Bones, chatting quietly.
Yes.
Interact.
Interact.
If
Do the
you
magic stuff.
think about it, if you move past the smell of fertilizer, this could actually be a sauna.
I do it exactly this behind Penny.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Gigi. I hope the warmth didn't get up to your head.
The what?
Warmth.
Uh,
Not everybody's used to saunas. It's great for your skin, though. You could use it.
I think you should use it more.
Susan Bones was like, yes, my auntie told me that. Very nice.
Your
Well,
aunt
this
is
for you, Free. Excellent. It's very excellent as I put my book and my backpack and my
Never goes,
oh.
have you seen my frog, Trevor? I lost
Have
him.
you lost him again?
He's in the bushes already looking for Trevor.
Knowing Neville's backstory,
What's wrong?
So mean.
I try to be nice and look for Neville's toad.
Oh my god, you guys, you haven't even realized among you is a celebrity.
Oh no.
There's a boy with a certain scar in a corner talking with a redhead boy about how they don't know their way through the castle. In the map, it's stupid.
So really no one likes Quidditch. Put myself
You
into-
hear Ron, I like Quidditch.
Shut up, Ron.
Really? As I put in, I set myself in all fours and I try to look for Trevor and I try to imitate the
You hear
bullfrog.
them, don't talk
So-
to girls, they have cooties.
We don't have goodies. We also like Quidditch, some of us at least.
Who said we had cooties?
That's a bad one. I think you have.
Well, do you want to try them? Do you want to exchange some?
So, Professor,
Be very nice. I don't know what goodies is.
Yeah, me neither. Do you want to find out?
Mean girls.
mean
No,
girl.
I'm actually confused. What are cooties?
Can I look for Trevor?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put myself in all fours and I'm gonna try to imitate the bullfrog average pet sound like.
Okay, because of that, you can roll creature handling for finding Trevor.
Okay, and I have 2 points because I allocated them there.
Good for you, honey.
Pet, pet.
Play.
14!
Damn.
Well, let's see how well Trevor hides. You find Trevor easily. It was near Neville.
I'm sorry, you have on your shoulder behind your
Neck
hood.
folds.
Yeah, is this Trevor? What? Is this Trevor?
Yeah, thank you. Hi, thank you. Trevor, stop running away. Oh.
You shouldn't slap your face with your wand. You could jab someone eye with it.
I almost dropped it last night.
And you didn't learn from the practice? Maybe you should practice more.
So Professor Sprout at this time emerges from greenhouse 2. Her hat slightly askew, her robes filled with soil. She claps her hand together, a wide grin on her face. Right, first years, welcome to herbology. We'll be getting our hands dirty today, so I hope none of you are afraid of a bit of soil. So your first lesson in herbology begins. Penelope,
Yes, Mrs. Sprout.
you just finished herbology. This is Mrs. Karina.
What?
This is Karina. You just finished herbology, where you learned about the proper use of dragon hide gloves and the basics of watering and soil care. Now, please roll me a herbalism check to see if you actually paid attention and learned anything today.
Today.
I have 0 in herbalism. Slay queen.
Oh, it's 15.
Wow. So
Kisses.
you
18.
you memorized the correct soil mixture, and correctly recognize one of the sign of distress in magical plants, impressing Professor Spratt and earning you 2 Hufflepuff points.
18.
Oh, thank you.
I was asking Penny, but sure, you rolled 18, you get 5 points. Because you were brave enough to, get in dirty and mix the soil with your bare hands.
I show Penny my bare hands.
What are we doing? I'm confused.
Oh my god.
But Penny, Penny, you must go to your second class. Do you have anything to say to Gigi before leaving? Because
How's your father?
I wasn't there. Well, I hope Gryffindor suits you. I love Hufflepuff. Hope to see you in next class.
That was very kind. Why weren't you like this yesterday?
Because I wasn't a Hufflepuff. I was preparing for Slytherin, to be honest.
And as you leave, you say,
And you
bitch.
change your personality after your sorting.
I'm a chameleon, what can I say? Bye!
I love. Gigi gets muddied on her.
It's not chocolate that did it!
I know you. No, it's not chocolate.
Hermione passes next to you and says, you have some dirt right here. So the camera moves away from you,
Gigi's gonna snap.
following Penny
And we
Travers.
hear Gigi screaming.
Bashing Hermione's head.
10 points from Gryffindor, 10 points from Gryffindor, 10 points.
Just digging a fucking hole.
We stand Hermione.
Oh, so mean. I stand everybody.
TikTok, your second class will start soon.
Oh no, I can't be late. Oh,
You know
recompose myself.
what is it? What's your second class?
What's my
Have
second
you
class?
checked your schedule at all?
Then where is the schedule?
I didn't send anything. The second class,
Defense against the dark arts.
of course.
I'm a genius.
It's your first defense against the dark arts lesson.
And
You, Penelope Travers, are walking to the classroom 3C on the 3rd level of the defense tower. The Hufflepuff's first years are buzzing with excitement. After all, it's their first proper taste of magic.
Yay, I'm here.
The classroom feels way too massive when you step inside and rather empty, even though it's lined with wall cabinets and funny-looking equipment. Scorch marks from the spell practice are etched on the stone floor. Professor Quirrell hasn't arrived yet.
What? Him?
You're in the classroom where two giggling boys step into the middle. Wand in hand, they begin showing off this brand new spell they know, Aguamenti. One of them is dripping heavily puddles on the floor, while the other is just a bit damp, but he's compensating with his tearful eyes. Your roommate, Hannah, the bubbly one, leans over and asks you, "What should we do, Professor?" You stare at her, confused. "Professor, you're not a professor, you're just a first year, aren't you?"
Excuse me, what?
The classroom seemed to blur for a moment, as though you've dozed off for a few seconds. Something is off. You look down at yourself. You're no longer wearing black robes with their sunshine yellow lining, nor the striped tie. Instead, you're in a formal maroon dress with long sleeves and a dark blue blazer, pinned with the Hufflepuff head of house badge. Something made you think of the first year at Hogwarts. The thing is,
What the?
you're no longer a student. You're a teacher, Harry.
Oh my god.
My god.
Whoa, goosebumps, what the fuck?
It's a hot September morning, unusually warm for Scotland. Your gaze snaps back to the scene before you, 2 third years, soaked and dripping, standing in the middle of your classroom, grinning. The rest of the class is watching you expectantly, waiting for you to take charge. One bubbly girl in the first row asks, "What should we do, Professor?"
What should you do about what? About the fact that you went.
About the fact that they are wet and disturbing the class.
Okay. You know what? It's a sunny day outside, so how about you go take a lap and get dried, and then when you compose yourselves, you can get back into my classroom. How about that? When you're ready to learn.
Yes, Professor, we are sorry.
Thank you. Kindly. It is not fair for the other students for you to disrupt the class.
Can you describe me how would you look as an adult apart from the clothing I just did? And I also shared with you guys on the WhatsApp group portraits of you as adults.
Oh, I need to go get my hat.
I change.
Chill.
Edit.
You will have time.
Everyone, brace.
Grace.
Brace.
Grace.
Right. Penny kept her hair short. And still curly. You can still see something slightly mischievous in her eyes, although you can definitely tell that the sparks slightly dwindled in her eyes. Something definitely happened, and she's aged. But she's not that old yet.
You don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know your ages.
We don't know our ages, no. But she might appear slightly older. She has a tired look to her, although she hasn't lost all of her spark. She does have a tired look. It looks like she's been through a lot. Yet she tries to keep composed, and she has a stern, straight posture. And she keeps, hopefully, I don't know, her friend Jerry.
Jerry the Badger is there.
Yes, on the
It's
deck.
actually Jerry's second the Badger because
Jerry second the
you
Badger.
lost the first one. Remember? But you wrote to your dad for him to send you another Badger. You remember?
Faintly, I'm not really in touch with my parents.
Okay. But like when you were like first
When-
year. Yeah.
We lost him in the first year.
So, the classroom you're in is 3C. It feels both familiar and foreign, too large for comfort despite your efforts to make it less empty. Now there are training dummies and motivational posters on the wall. One is featuring a moving cat. What's wrong with me, Karina? One featuring a moving cat desperately clinging on a broomstick, captioned, "Hang in there."
Yeah, that sounds like me.
But does those bloody scorch marks still stubbornly mark the floor?
I should get a carpet for this place.
You have a moment to reflect. Your mind drifts back to the day you got that pin, the badge of head of house. It was 2 years ago, and you took over from René Flamel, who held the post since 2001. And you fought hard for it, threatening to resign if McGonagall didn't make you a head of house. Ambitious and eager to prove yourself, you convinced her that Hogwarts couldn't afford to lose yet another defense against the dark arts professor, especially with the old rumor, though Voldemort's curse on this post was broken decades ago. Its shadow lingers and whispers an old fears. Hogwarts struggles to fill its halls today. Only a handful of first years this year, 1/3 compared to generations before.
It's sad to see the trust in Hogwarts has stooped so low. What the school this was before. But maybe there's still hope
Maybe.
to get this on the right track.
You just finished your class, the last class of the week as it's Friday, and you're hurrying to the Great Hall for dinner. The familiar smell of roasted beef and pumpkin juice spreads through the castle corridor, urging you on. As you step into the Great Hall, the enchanted ceiling glitters with soft tinkles over the 4 long tables. You take that long walk from the far end of the room to the high table where the staff sits. You're sliding into an empty seat between Gigi Yaxley and Neville Longbottom, exchanging polite nods. Good evening, Professor, says Neville, this handsome man, a bit anxious and smiling awkwardly at you. You notice something. He has the Gryffindor head of house pin on him.
Neville?
Fresh. And just as you settle, Gigi,
Yes. I'm also there.
you're also there.
I'm also there. It's my give me a bit of context. This is my first year, my second.
It's your first year of teaching care of magical creatures.
Okay. I come in with me and Penny knowing each other from the old days at school. We acquainted this year. Heavy makeup. Reacquainted this year. Heavy black makeup around my eyes with long lines, cat lines, and tattoos from the neck to the wrist, like peering through, and even going on the fingers, and a high top hat that gives Gigi like this strong, scary demeanor, and long, but this time not messy, but perfectly curled, like blonde, silvery hair with a bit of grays in it, and earrings with different motifs, and dressed like this in this sort of black robe that is very fitted and a bit goth. In the gothic style, and sort of fingers a little bit. Her wand takes it from the robe and says, "Hi, have you had a pleasant day?"
Hello. I'm Neville.
Yes,
I remember, good for you. And
We were in the same class.
I shove his face with the wand.
I haven't had a good day in decades, but you're looking as sharp as ever.
Thank you. And I have like this long black fingernails that I sort of dig into my wand, and I grimace.
We can skip the pleasantries.
It's okay. Weren't we friends? Like very close friends.
I couldn't understand the first part. Sorry.
Weren't we like friends? Very close friends.
I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, what
I
was
never
it?
knew what your opinion of me was. I don't know what my opinion of me was, actually. And people change over the years, so.
Yeah, of course. Of
You
course.
can
it
start fresh. I mean,
I'm shoving his. Such
But
eager.
I'm here. It's rude for me, for you to exclude me.
You know what? I will give you points for interrupting
You
and
can't
not.
give me points. I'm the head of Gryffindor.
Does Neville also teach something?
You know what?
Yes, I teach herbology.
You know what? Like, we're here. Good for us. In our class, giving it to the man, making sure the structure.
I take, like, please,
You're very not fun.
we need to show composure
Mhm.
in front of all these children that are growing less and less each year. What?
Okay, as you settle down,
You don't.
as you don't settle down,
Never hold me.
Neville is holding you. Don't do anything stupid. He's super handsome, you
I'm not gonna
guys.
do.
Neville
guys.
is super handsome.
He has abs.
He has abs.
That's
and
all
such
he
a-
has going for him.
It's the
It's
piece
such
of
a
sugar
nice
you
face.
can eat.
Okay.
But he's such a brew strickler.
Yeah, if that's a word, sure, I'm a balloon strickler. So as you don't settle, you hear a heavy noise. The door cracks open, and a figure steps inside.
It's you, Marcus. As you enter the Great Hall,
Everybody
you
does.
feel like it's a ripple through time, like stepping into a wrapped version of your past. Before you tell me what you look like, Gigi, and you, Marcus, because I actually did.
Yep.
Do you all remember that special magical number you wrote?
Yeah.
Can you tell me your numbers?
20.
91.
Can you please add 25 to it?
26.
45?
That is your age.
Oh my.
Oh,
The
shit.
year is 2025.
Oh my god.
2025?
Current year.
I almost wrote 2,225.
I'm 45! You're 45!
God damn!
Was
How are you
45?
45? You're 46.
You're 40.
48, 45.
Did you say 26?
25.
25, so I'm 44. Okay.
And you?
26.
How are we not the same age?
You're so young.
I'm confused. Yeah, but like, wait.
No, he was with the Gilderoy Rockhart and Colin Creevy in the same year. So
we
he's
were
1
in the
year
same
younger.
year.
Yeah.
Hey, now I got it.
And we
And
had
this is
12.
why it makes sense because Lucian,
Yeah.
Zambini, and Cassius not weren't kids at Hogwarts. It was Blaise Zambini
That's why you
and
kept us
Theodore.
fucking separate. Excuse me.
Yeah, and they were with Colin. That was 1 year younger than Harry, but we were in the same with Harry. And like,
Let's give a round of applause.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, yes, thank you. Very amazing.
Actually, there was a little, like,
gap.
a big gap. But it was like a little nod to figure out where Led is placed. Do you remember the boy in Hufflepuff robes? Edward?
Yeah.
Do you know his full name? Did you bother to ask?
I don't think so.
It's Edward Remus Lupin.
It's Teddy!
Holy shit!
It's Remus Lupin and Tonks' kid. The one that had no parents.
So, we weren't in the...
No.
Oh,
I'm so slow.
The same train.
Holy shit.
So you're a Slytherin.
Because of
Holy
the king.
shit.
This is why you're slow.
and Zambini and Cassius probably are the kids of Blaise and Theodore.
Yeah, they
Jesus.
really are.
No,
We could have
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking old, I hate it.
I'm so fucking young.
Now look at us, we're beautiful.
So I think
Like-
it's a perfect time to take a quick break.
I'm gonna go get my makeup done.
Actually, no.
So,
Yeah.
I'm gonna toss a wild card.
Surprise.
hear A scratch at the window.
and where is
claw.
Paul?
Paul is dead. You hear a scratch.
Again?
You hear a scratch at the windows of the Great Hall. You see this big shadow looming. You hear this noise. Ah! And you hear this scratch. Everyone seems to agitate a bit. And here is where we're gonna take a break. Please, if you liked our content so far, consider tossing us some galleons or sickles or whatever knuts you have left to our Patreon. And we really love and appreciate you guys. We think that you guys mean the world to us, and we thank you for all the likes, subscribes, and shares. And we're gonna see you soon in quite a bit with Karla's new makeup and you guys looking as adults.
The head demands that you subscribe.
Blah.
Blah.
See you.
In a world where stories are spells, and every tale holds great power,
Hidden power.
we need strength to cast them. But the magic does not come free. It must be given life. Soria Sevura. Hey you. Yeah, you. I sense great power within you. Would you like to be my patron? On Patreon, you know, a warlock is not a warlock without a patron. On Patreon. And when you become our patron, you don't just support the magic here at Dicesylvania. You also join in and gather power beyond mortal imagination, unlocking a thank you that echoes through realms. Or maybe you want the power to shape the fate of Dicesylvania through great influence and deciding polls. The ability to create new characters, monsters, or new realms that shape our story. The power to join exclusive adventures once a moon, guided by our dungeon masters in the Dicesylvania Tavern. And the might to bring your own world to life with our humble hands.
And don't worry, gaming creators and brave brands, we conjure custom tales to carry your vision as well into our realm. Now do it. Do it now. Help a warlock have a patron. Help us on Patreon. Now, pledge your magical energies and support the magic here at Dicesylvania. Come on, man. Just do it.
Marcus,
Yes.
you catch snatches of chatter from students below, but it's all background noises. The castle has changed so much, but in this moment it feels entirely the same. A loud bang echoes somewhere in the hall, snapping you like this back into reality. Here you are sitting, apparently at the staff table, next to Gigi, Yaxley, and Penny Travers, feeling out of place.
What am I doing here? You see that although he's 26 now, he's rather handsome, but he's still really gaunt. He looks almost like a vampire. He's dressed in extremely wealthy clothes. Still having the greens of the Slithers In. At his side is his lynx Felix, who never, ever leaves his side. And he still has the long cane. You think that if you were to meet his father, he probably molded his sense of fashion after his father, because he's dressed in a rather Victorian era suit.
Very gothic.
Very gothic. Did you hear that?
This is before or
Before or after
Before the scratching or
window.
after the scratching?
It's during the scratching.
During the scratching.
Oh, so he was here also.
Yeah,
But
he moved the cane and he sits on the table when you all hear the scratching. Actually, all of you, roll me an observation check.
Oh,
And actually, Karla, you can roll animal handling with advantage for that.
It's a dirty 20.
oh my god!
But look at those stats.
13.
25.
With advantage, animal creature handling
Oh, with advantage?
and creature handling.
Okay, 20.
20. You dirty 20, you 20, and you
25.
all of you see it's a dragon with a prosthetic jaw and a prosthetic arm. You clearly saw it before on the ground. Gigi is your pet. You kind of got the special approval from McGonagall for that.
I got the special approval and I don't hide
Yes.
it anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's my pet Chowder.
How does Chowder look like, Karla?
So Chowder is a green Welsh male. So it's a little bit bigger than your average female dragon. But the scales are not very green, not the Irish, the Welsh green bright of that type of dragon. However, it looks a bit ill as it's missing the front jaw and one of the limbs that is connecting to the wing. And instead of those, it has prosthetics that help Chowder function like a normal dragon. It looks like Chowder specifically have seen a lot of rough times, and someone, probably Gigi, helped him get through those with magical means. And he is rather happy to see students, and especially Gigi. Like, I think he is like knocking on the windows trying to get inside because Gigi has postponed seeing him and going visiting him to the designated area that he was placed.
So earlier, before you picked the creature handling feat and the
Yes.
the beast keeper feat,
Yes.
do you have it advanced, the beast keeper feat?
Do I have it at hand?
Advanced.
Advanced. For
Meaning, I'm trying to figure out if you have that connection with it, and if you spend actually one focus point to connect with
I think so.
Chowder.
I think so. I have a bonded dragon and I have a beast, fantastic beast whisperer. No.
So in this moment, I think you have it. We will. I think you have it because you told
Magical creature keeper or fantastic beast whisperer? Which one?
creature keeper.
Yes, I have it.
So you have the bond. I'm asking if you have this focus point dedicated for your bond so you can benefit the attributes. It's an option. You can or you can choose to.
I'm gonna say yes because honestly, I don't know exactly what you're asking me right now.
Okay. So you feel with this empathetic bond his enthusiasm.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel that he's enthusiastic, he's happy to see you, he is happy because he's closer to you now because it's just a few meters and a few children separating the two of you.
I sort of try to signal Chowder to wait, to be calm and wait for me at the designated spot near the tower, near the Forbidden Forest, so he doesn't scare off the children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He obeys. He leaves a bit sad. And for the audience at home, can you tell us, because we're all dying of curiosity, if it's the same dragon from the egg you stole?
Yeah,
and poached?
it's the same. It's the dragon that got from the egg that I poached, and it was born with a malformation because my father cracked it and tried to kill it, and Gronia Yaxley / Gigi saved it by trying to adapt to its malformation.
That's very nice.
And also lost the jaw in a fight. That happened a while ago.
For clearance, I sent you on WhatsApp the bond maintenance for dedicating one focus point. You can mark it down.
Okay.
Because you have this, you are bonded and you are constantly aware of each other's location and emotional state. You can sense where your pet is, if it's in danger, or experience something nice, shocking, distressing, and vice versa.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So you both describe yourselves. How do you look like? So sitting there awkwardly, all four of you, Gigi, Penny, Marcus, and Neville, at one side of the table, of the staff table. What's up?
Oh, it's him. How have you been? You see that although
Is this the first day?
It's the first weekend of Hogwarts, as I said before. It's Friday, the last class finished, and you're all having dinner from the first week of Hogwarts. You all went through a week.
So how did this week went for you? You see that although he
Sorry,
looks
why are you
It's
talking?
5th September, if you must know.
Why are you talking and what's your name again?
Marcus, you see that although he's tired and ragged, he still has a kindness in his eyes.
Okay.
Marcus.
Sorry, yeah,
Plus Bane.
Yeah, I forgot. Sorry. I'm sorry.
What is it that you do? I
Well,
forgot.
Well,
You're pretty new
nice
here.
of you to ask. At exactly that moment, at the center of it all, McGonagall stands. I'm not gonna do this again. She raises her hands expectantly. The room gradually falls silent, and her voice commands attention. Good evening, everyone. A new year has begun, and I must congratulate you all for completing your first week back at Hogwarts. Well done, Slay. I have several announcements this evening, so please listen carefully. So many has changed this year. As you know, our beloved Rubius Hagrid retired this summer and relocated to the south of France with Madame Maxine. His departure left us with 2 vacancies. Groundskeeper and Care of Magical Creatures Professor. I'm pleased to announce that these roles have been filled by Dexley Twitcher, and you see at the other end of the table, a chubby guy, a bit sweaty, waving, and Gronia Yaxley, respectively.
Gigi. Everybody call me Gigi.
Gronia Yaxley.
Gigi.
He gave you a dragon. You can leave it at
Shut up, Penny. No one asked you.
Silence would. Additionally, Emmeline Teebs has left us, and we welcome Marcus Dasbane as our new Muggle Studies teacher.
He rises up, bows.
Let us all extend him a warm welcome. Congratulations to all 3 of you who completed your first week. I trust the students have been kind to you, haven't you, students? A polite round of applause.
Splashing.
Though, a faint murmur of laughter ripples through the hall. Marcus, what do you do? But before you answer, you have to know this. Earlier, you felt a bit upset. The memory of today's 4th-year Muggle study class looms over you. Not 1, not 2, but 3 students absent already, probably skipping class. And at Muggle Studies, from all the subject, your subject.
I was a student here. I know what it means to skip the occasional class. I will not draw attention to the 3 rascals, but I will keep them in mind.
You want to know their names?
I know how they look like.
Okay, I can give you their names if you want, but...
You could.
Okay, it's the DM now.
Oh, yeah, please give me their names.
It's me.
You weren't talking to McGonagall, this was an inner monologue.
Sorry, I thought I
You
was
do
talking
such
to
a good impersonation of McGonagall that we get lost in it, honestly.
Yeah, but
Crucio.
then it's like Karina accent and McGonagall accent, so different. Like,
It's true.
Oh, Slithers In.
Vampire English, McGonagall.
Oh, you received it through Magic app?
Yes.
Wow. We
With
have technology.
Zap.
Do we have technology in 2025 in mind?
You have, but you're not allowed in this group.
Decision.
Oh, so conservative.
Finally, many of you may have noticed Professor Flitwick was absent from classes today. Late last night, he informed us of his decision to step down as Charms Professor, effective immediately. While his departure was unexpected, I am pleased to announce his replacement, and in that moment, the room holds its breath, and the doors of the hall swing open once again. A tall, imposing figure strides in, Professor Andru Luna. His robes actually, Paul, what do your robes look like?
The robe is long. It is simple in its design, but there are marks for those that know of the Ministry of Magic's Department of Magical Records. Different emblems, different sutures around the robe. As he opens it up, you see this blue, dark blue suit with cravat. Is it called?
Black tie.
Black tie. You see curly hair that has begun to white at the edges, caught in this man bun, a beard neatly trimmed and held, the jade eyes that are piercing, and the raven is with me.
You have a raven?
My Patronus. No, that's my Patronus.
If you cast it, sure. Expect your Patronus. You want to cast?
No, he just looks at everyone.
Yeah, but you know who's there? Tudor. Rabbit.
There is
Ribbit. He's super old.
Yeah.
His skin
you
looks
see-
awful. He clearly needs a skin routine. A better one.
Yes. You see Tudor. Usually he is
Sleeping.
sleeping and he has a heated stone near to my workbench that he sits on. He looks at everyone, nods. It is my greatest pleasure to aid Hogwarts in ways that it has aided me.
Whispers ripple to Ravenclaw table, although a few Gryffindors lean forward to get a better look at you.
Gigi pulls down her hat and looks at you.
McGonagall continues. Professor Cadranu is highly trained in advanced magical arts, and I would like to thank him for mobilizing in such short notice to join us. Please give him a warm welcome. Hesitant applause.
I applaud harder.
McGonagall resumes her seat. The great hall hums with speculation. You can't help but feel the weight of the moment. A shift in Hogwarts staff. Huh?
Good shit. Sexy shit.
We can start the school, but
I also shared the portraits with you guys. I don't know if I
we look very
Yes.
hot, honestly.
We are
I got tired of looking at my own portrait, of course.
McGonagall. Keep up.
So,
McGonagall needs a skin routine on my frog, okay?
McGonagall is 89 years old now.
Cool. She's holding fast.
Only?
Slay.
Slay.
so, I wanted to ask you guys, you know why Professor Flitwick left?
I don't know. Andrew?
Old age.
Have you been informed, Andrew? Also, very, very nice for you to join us here.
Again, it was one of my...
A very surprisable surprise. No one saw it coming.
Well,
Yeah.
If you would pay more attention to your dreams, probably they would have told you that. All I have received from Professor Flitwick was an urgent and request to come and take his place here while he finishes errand.
So you're a substitute teacher, then?
Yes.
Or is it a more permanent position? Did he say for how long he will be leaving us? Also, who's going to be conducting the choir? That was a fun activity for the students who grow thin and
You
thinner.
just hear the croak of the old frog.
Oh,
My
Okay.
respect and connection with the professor is what brought me here.
okay.
Maybe I will dream of how long it will take. I'm not sure.
If he trusts you, then I can give you the benefit of the doubt.
You say dream of how long it will take?
At the moment, Gigi mentions dream. Paul, you have a vision.
Who is Paul?
Andrew.
The Chamber of Secrets?
oh,
See that into my chamber of secrets.
It's very interesting that this year is the first year with 3 new teachers and a ground.
and one of them is not the
groundskeeper.
defense against the dark arts teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
curse
am
has
the
been
different
broken.
defense of this.
You are?
But it's not. It's like take it abstract.
So this has been a dream that
Not a
Abstract,
dream.
no.
Now you
So
have
you
a
haven't
feat.
died yet?
You have a divination feat.
I
That
have no
once per
reason to
day.
die.
But since you taken the curse job, if
Yes,
you
but
remember.
Harry Potter is no longer a student here, and Voldemort is
So
dead.
for the audience at home, Paul has this feat for his character Andrew, the divination feat, and once per day, because he has the advanced feat, he receives this abstract guidance from
The magical
From
weave.
above. Yeah.
from above. But I wanted to say like the magical weave or something more like.
The magical fabric of the universe.
Yeah.
Did you say that you were working for the Ministry the Ministry of Magic?
Fuck the ministry. The ministry is awful.
Would
Please use
have I
protection
heard
points.
anything about him?
Sure, there is
Roll me
corruption.
Two
as an explorer.
d20s with advantage. And what are you going to roll? No, actually, wait. So this is the connection. It's a diplomatic connection.
Oh,
You have to roll with diplomacy.
advantage with love. Or normal.
Normal. I'm not
Oh,
going
oh.
normal.
Okay, let's do this one. So it's 7.
Also, may I point out that Penny was also working for the ministry as in the law department.
Oh, then the both of them.
Both of them.
A
So
9.
You roll a 9. You think you heard the name Codranu? That's something half Eastern European, but that's it.
Because I'm looking at his
You can roll for Penny too.
insignia and I'm like,
Yeah, okay.
Don't make me pierce your thoughts, boy.
15.
15. You heard of Penny that was an auror for a brief time.
Special intelligence.
Okay, my respect just grew.
And then she specialized in special intelligence and then she left, apparently to teach for 2 years, 3 years. That's the 3rd year now.
Interesting.
And one of you, Penny or Andrew, roll me to see if you guys knew each other. Or know each other from the ministry.
What do you know?
Or from school.
Or from school.
What
No,
do you
from
know?
school maybe. But from
Maybe,
diplomacy. Roll with advantage actually, because
With
one is for
advantage?
school,
Diplomacy.
one of you. For both of
One
you.
of us.
Oh, okay. Natural 20.
So you know exactly your jobs. You even may decide if you were friends or not right now.
The two of you.
No,
So
No, you
you know this. Andrew was 1 year
Let's not roll of these.
younger than you.
1, 2, 3. Not friends. 4 to 6, but right.
No,
you roll.
Oh, I roll.
Yes.
Let's see for friends.
So Andrew was 1 year younger than you in Hufflepuff. He used to.
Friends.
Not besties, but
So yeah, you hanged out. One of the girls dated Anthony Goldstein, and he was also hanging with him sometimes in the same study group.
so same circle.
Yeah, same circle.
What department were you in the ministry?
I was in researching the magical text. Thanks to my forgot the ability, legilimency ability. I usually were close to the whispering spheres, and
That's
I would
something we
go
haven't
through the memory reels there, connecting to the emotion, cataloging what I saw.
Okay.
We would probably have met at lunch on the ministry rooftop gardens. Probably there we would have and then most of all in the living
And
archives.
maybe I needed your service because I was too close to a case.
Yes.
So Andrew worked in the Ministry of Magic's department, the magical records. He specialized in prophecy and magical archives and legilimency. So he was, up until today, in the archive tower.
He's the typical. You would see him every morning
Trying to predict
coffee.
whispers from ancient schools.
trying to predict stuff.
Yeah.
I predicted what happened. Nobody would listen. I'm kidding. No, I
Yeah.
didn't. This is fun.
So
It seems the threads of magic have a strange way of bringing people together. Yet you are young,
Yes.
quite a fit
I
for your
was
age.
a student here, of course.
Yesterday?
Yes.
no, you weren't.
I know,
Okay.
I know. And
Compared
I gotta
to,
say,
compared to us.
I don't know much about you, Mr.
You can call me Andru.
Andrew, but I've heard some.
He's Alexandru Codranu.
Ooh.
You also have to pronounce it with a proper accent, otherwise you're not paying attention or respect.
Okay, you
But
can get a
I-
room later.
But I've heard stuff about you, and I'm quite impressed.
Thank you. It's
I will
not
not.
every
I
day.
will not go into.
No, it's
but-
not every day somebody locks up their parents into Azkaban. So yeah, I get why I can be famous for
Oh,
all
no.
the wrong reasons.
Not that. I've heard you were a.
Penny
Gryffindor?
did that. You heard a rumor where Penny Trevor was without mercy catching her parents doing Death Eaters jobs and illegal
Shady
jobs.
business.
And
I had two choices: cover up for them or stay true to my values.
It
And
takes
look where it
courage.
got me.
Yeah, but it takes
Teaching.
courage to.
Yes,
that.
to lose everything from your life.
you also heard
Everything.
about the scandal where she is penniless because all her
Penny is now
ranches
penniless.
and the properties and the money just went away because it was highly illegally obtained.
Except for Jerry, the second.
Jerry yawns.
You know, I've heard that stuff because I've been in the ministry as well, as the
Just visiting or?
no. As for the Department of Magical Accidents and Catastrophes in the Obligate Squads. I find it
So the magical man in
fulfilling.
black.
Yeah, but I find it fulfilling. I mean, taking away the pains and terrors of other people.
Please do.
I wouldn't.
No,
dare do
I'm
that.
just kidding. I can do it myself. Trust me.
I do not believe this is the reason we have gathered here together. We are here to support Hogwarts and hopefully lead these children to the best versions of themselves, no? It
True.
is clear from what I see. I mean, no offense. There are fewer students
There
than
are.
ever.
There are.
Suddenly, McGonagall raises from her seat, having eaten hastily. Professors, I must excuse myself, but tomorrow, at 8 o'clock sharp, we have a staff meeting where I want to see everyone. Don't be late. I forgot my accent. Silence, Wood. Don't be late.
Silence.
And she leaves swiftly, her robes billowing with urgency. Now you go, Gigi.
I forgot to. It's okay.
She moves quite briskly for someone her age.
Yeah, very.
I think she moves on pure hatred sometimes.
Honestly, this and it's probably one of the things we agree upon, and morals as well. And I really respect what you did for your parents. It's the only thing that I respect about you.
Thank you. I do not live for your respect, but thank you nonetheless.
I sense a bit of friction.
Oh, shut up, you.
I sense it
Student.
too.
No one asked
Yes,
you anything.
Neville, thank
so-
you.
Shut up, Neville.
I'm sorry.
Hey, stop
Josh.
badgering Neville. Okay, he needs to be treated with respect because he is a member of the staff, and we need to set an example for the children and the whole. What if the children start treating him the way we treat him? It's not
This
fair.
is a new year, and this year I have the Gryffindor head of house pin on me. I took it from Hagrid, fair and square. He retired. You have to respect me. I will not tolerate nonsense like the last year
whoa.
or the year before. I'm leaving.
Mr. Neville.
What?
We
Mr. Long-
respect
Mr.
you.
Longbottom.
Longbottom.
Forgive me. We respect you, but you have to admit you've interrupted us. I mean, is it not
I was
rude?
making friends.
We are friends. We are.
Is it possible he was feeling left out?
I am feeling
Probably.
left out.
Or
We are sorry.
hear me out. Is it possible he was eavesdropping on a conversation and he just bought it in?
But
We are at a
I'm
round
next
table.
to you. He's further than me.
But he was in the conversation because he was the topic of the
You were
conversation.
talking over me, like literally standing like this.
Sir Longbottom, I feel your emotion quite strongly. Would you care after this meeting to go for a coffee?
I would, thank you.
Do you prefer coffee or tea? I know already. Is it
While
a
being a herbology teacher,
It was herbal tea, please.
herbal tea? It is.
Herbal tea, please.
he grows his own leaves and everything, you know.
Yeah, if you
Like
want to
impressive.
chill.
Oh, is that a formal
What's
invitation?
happening right now
They
is
are going.
Mr. Longbottom becoming cooler. He
Oh,
might.
shut up, Gronya. And he leaves.
Holy shit.
Honestly, I really respect you did that. Way good for you, Neville. Good for you. You grew a bear.
Professor Longbottom!
I'm not a student.
You can stare at my long bottom as I say this.
I would tell Felix to go with Neville and keep him company, because I think he needs it right now.
Okay, he does that.
Because he's a lynx.
I will.
You seem to be very keen on respect, or at least that's the word you keep.
No,
flying
my
around.
respect. Not the bullshit rules that the man is putting us to go through. Like, also, you three are ministry people. How are we supposed to lead Hogwarts to a better future and inspire people since everyone retires from the ministry here?
Maybe.
Like,
that
we're
is-
a bunch of rule sticklers and people with crushed
I'm
dreams,
here for
with
very
no
objective reasons.
inspirations.
I actually wanted to ask all of you if you had any tips on how to teach, because I had a rather awful week, and that says a lot. I don't want to call names. I had some students
This is interesting.
skipping. I mean, it's not bad that we all skipped class. It's Muggle studies for some is not that interesting, but how can I grip their interest?
You have to earn their respect, and you earn them by making interesting classes and being there for the children. Like genuinely there for the children. I have an open door policy in my wild classroom, and students come and talk with me about it. I have had a couple of them.
It's strange. This is the first kind thing you've said since I've sat here.
This is the first kind thing she's said ever, to be honest. But you teach magical stuff.
I'm
magical
unkind,
creatures.
Penny! I'm unkind! What about...
Never long
Bombard.
What about you go and fetch me a sandwich because I'm such a pretty princess?
Okay, so, are you really going to reminisce our train ride on
You
our
know what?
first year
I'm
of
leaving.
Hogwarts
Yeah,
for good, or just like
You
to
ruin-
cool off? We don't need to get emotional.
it's okay.
You
You're
teach
emotional, I'm not emotional.
Sure, because my straight face definitely says that. You teach care of magical creatures,
Yeah.
which is in itself very interesting. I
Yeah.
mean, children are more likely to be interested in magical creatures than muggles, which they probably find mundane. That's why you need to find things in the muggle world that might be interesting for them. Something engineering. Yes. So you agree with
or a Max
something.
machine.
Wow.
Would I bring them here?
I'm sorry.
Am I allowed to bring here like TVs and?
I don't see why not. We can run it past McGonagall, but I don't see why
The
not.
problem is how would I explain to them what it? I mean, we have, newspapers that move. We have pictures that move. How do I explain to the students that are not Muggles that, hey, we use these to watch people move, but it's not magic?
I mean, you know how this stuff works. You should definitely bring the
Yeah,
Outernet and the BBV
Internet.
Internet.
And yes.
yes.
Would it be interesting?
And a telephone,
Thing?
definitely a telephone. Like you could
Yes, it would be interesting.
Yeah.
And also, think about it.
hello.
A lot of the kids are not purebloods. So they're gonna have at least a parent that's a muggle. So they might be familiar. They
Okay.
might be willing to participate in class to actually, I don't know, say something wrong and see who corrects you. Nobody loves better to correct somebody than a teacher
Than a
to correct
Gryffindor.
their
I did not.
Yes, I agree,
I
but
did not mean to.
You know what? You are a biased assholes.
If I could give my opinion, though I am a teacher now, I suppose, from going through the archives and seeing memories that linger and emotions, people tend to learn when they have a connection with it. Working on what Penny, can
Yes.
I call you Penny,
First.
said, you could focus on the point that they have relatives, people they care for that are Muggle. And by knowing more about them, they can protect them. Right? Because we have a privilege to be a part of this world.
And also, you could make this point, like, if we're not breeding with muggles, the whole wizarding community will fall.
That's a bit.
So,
I mean, that's-
You could
Do we have
bring
sex?
and
you.
sort of
That's a bit.
drive the interest
We
there.
need sex education.
Yes, sex
I don't
education.
think about
education.
breeding.
We have
But
School.
teacher for sex education.
would I be able to? You have magic. Would I be able to? Not necessarily lie to them, but maybe make a class in which they could. How should I put it? Use magic, not real magic, to disassemble things to see how they work without magic, like using their.
Usually, children hate that. using their hands and being made to use their hands at Hogwarts.
But how about if I give them a bat and tell them, hey, you can hit this TV and so what happens?
Plus 10 points.
This is
to
how the
Gryffindor.
telephone works with a bat?
No.
Okay.
No, that's baseball.
You should take some muggle or skulls.
Yeah, you
I'm
should.
very vexed in muggling, thank you.
I see it
Yes.
clearly.
Yeah.
I would be more than welcome to collaborate with you in making a system for this. I don't know how much time being a teacher takes, but I think we could have a coffee.
Yeah, well, I guess we're going to find out since, well, you're filling in for Professor Flitwick.
Did he tell me anything about why, or Flitwick? Did he?
No, you never communicated with Flitwick directly. You
Okay.
just got the letter and then a phone visit to apparition from McGonagall, the current head mistress of the school.
Bless
You know what?
Yeah.
We could even make it like a tit for tat.
You help me, I help you.
Yeah. Like
I think it's called quid pro quo, but
yeah, but
It's also tit for tat, you know.
But
What did they teach you in school?
Quid pro quo is way fancier. So if you prefer it that way, sure. But I have a no fancy policy.
because I had a moment in which
Put your fancy out.
I was caught in memories. I think this place stirs my memories. I forgot. Do we still? So we are teachers, yes, but do we still work our old jobs
Oh, definitely
at the
no.
same time?
We do.
Do you have time to do it with the schedule?
No.
I think we no
I
longer
answer
work
you
in the
this.
ministry.
No, 100% no. You're hired as a teacher.
Question,
Just fight for that.
Lady McGonagall. Did
I'm the
was
DM. McGonagall left.
She's gone.
Lady
Do you,
McGonagall has
do you know if Professor did a start of term feast choir for the frog choir?
Yes, he did.
He did.
Yes.
Perfect. Then we have the Halloween one to prepare.
Yeah, that's the issue right now. The choir.
Well, we are all
I'm not
our
even
one separate. I did not tell you that your magical creatures are not important.
No, I'm very invested. Like I've seen Trevor, does I remember correctly? And I
Tudor.
have
Trevor is nice.
I have a way of helping him.
You have a way of
You
helping
hear-
very old Tudor.
You hear a
Tudor, yeah,
voice.
sorry.
When you glance
Sorry.
at the staff table and at the long tables, most of it is empty, and at the staff table, there's only one person left. Dexley Twitcher, the gamekeeper, and he's like, "Sorry to interrupt, but Trevor passed away this morning."
Oh, definitely need to talk to
No.
Mr. Longbottom.
You know, I think that's why he was so testy, and not at all because we were ignoring him.
Do you think he's a danger to the school?
Who? No. No. I mean, he
Maybe.
might grow some, I don't know, poison ivy and just give
Maybe some
everybody
of the-
scratchies. That's, I mean, he already said he has some.
I mean, but Penny, loosen up. Let's sort of go to Neville Longbottom, prove you're cool, and
I don't
see
have
how
to
the
smoke
how he's
anybody.
doing.
We should.
At the
Yeah.
moment you
See how the frog is doing.
The dinner is almost over. The puddings disappeared. Dexley Twitcher is nurturing a glass of fire whiskey, debating if he should return to his quarters out loud.
You should definitely do your
I
job.
have to sleep in Hagrid's hut. Already late, I'll have to leave. He
Be careful.
tops it off and
It's an
Salute
honor to
you.
have Hagrid's position. Please know that.
Do you have a problem?
yeah, I have to sleep in Hagrid's hut.
So,
Uh,
do you think you can
Yes.
fit in Hagrid's
Come,
hut?
friend.
It's full of fleas and weird creatures.
you have a one
It
clean
is
it up.
okay. You can scorchify away the
Scorchify
problem.
the whole hut.
And don't forget, do not go into the dark wood.
I have to take care of the
The
dark.
forest.
The forest of the
The-
dark forest.
The dark forest.
And with his open Darkwoods policy, stupid. Good night.
Good night.
Have a sweet night and
So
take care with the dreams.
I have this marvelous
Okay.
idea. Let's go be very friendly with Neville and see what's going on.
I've already got
You
my
know, it's
pet with it.
just a kind reminder. It's super late, and tomorrow at 8 a.m. sharp.
On a Sunday.
Saturday.
You have to meet.
Saturday?
Saturday, you have to meet at the staff meeting.
Another
A
meeting.
very important one.
But I want
The
to go to
McGonagall
bed.
said you had to discuss very important business.
Okay.
It said don't be late.
Does anybody know where my quarters are?
I can show you definitely.
Actually, each and every one of you know
Knows.
what your quarters are.
Like,
Okay.
Yes. I'm gonna send you on WhatsApp.
oh,
If you guys-
technology, crazy.
Then aren't we all close to our areas? You know, the Hufflepuff to
Yeah, it is.
Slytherin.
For example, you,
Slytherin.
Penny,
Yes.
you are in the Hufflepuff wing near the Charms Corridor, the 3rd floor. You have a brief description of how your quarters look like. Also, Gronia, Sent.
Hi, Gronia.
Hey, Gronia.
Do we probably also have the password for the Hufflepuff car, right?
Yeah, for each and every one.
Or yeah, because
Actually, you have like,
oh,
you have, for you, you have a sort of like a beat
oh,
of a drum of barrels, like
Oh,
a drum
nice.
beat.
little drums.
I have a very small bed.
Because it was
Share
no
mine too.
time for them to, accommodate you with a full bed
Fine.
because Flitwick left in a haste.
Tutor sleep on the floor.
But you're a teacher, and a damn good one. So what do you guys do?
I will.
Go,
No, no, no.
no,
No,
no.
Okay. Ladies first.
Okay. I suggest we all tune out for the night and reconvene at the meeting tomorrow. We can then go talk to Neville. He must be very distraught for
But
Trevor.
Neville will be also at the staff
I
meeting.
know. As he's part of the staff. So let's just, it's been a long week,
What
to
is
be honest.
this staff meeting about next week or what?
I have no idea. We're gonna have to see what McGonagall tells us or chooses to tell us.
I understand.
I will keep Felix with Neville.
Feel that.
No.
And I would like to, as I've done for the last 16 years, give or take, write to my father,
Okay.
tell him how I am, how I'm feeling, wrap it up, call for an owl, give it to him, and say, go. And
At
but
the
before I
same
pay
time
it.
of the night, another owl, an eagle one, your father's, swoops in, gives you a letter with your father's full description.
Today, Marcus, I made an excellent cup of tea. I can't wait for you to show you how I grew my jasmine and lavender, and I made this very delicious cup of tea.
I will wrap it up and put it next to the others. And place the photo of my mom next to the bed.
Okay.
I am not.
You doze off.
I am not going to my quarters, and I'm still lingering. And I say, "Don't you wanna do something fun? Do you wanna go sleep?"
Sleep is fun when you have no energy.
You look tired. You should
I
try
am
tea.
tired.
Chamomile works wonders.
2 of my students learned Augmenti today. They were dripping wet. It was disrupting the
Excuse me.
whole class. And I was like, okay, I don't have time for this.
You know, they are getting restless
They
from
are
the
getting
memories
restless.
that I'm seeing.
Why are you checking people's memories without their consent?
That's my job.
Hmm.
I am not saying their memories. I go to the research.
You know this, Penny. You cannot extract someone's memory forcefully. They have to give it to you and store it in flasks or a pensive.
A lot of mothers and parents that are complaining. So my child does not have the attention span necessary anymore.
Oh, so you just remove parts so it makes room
That is not
for...
how it works. I feel like we are not understanding our jobs completely well. I am more than willing to meet for a coffee. I think
You
I
and your
triggered.
coffees, yes. You're throwing that coffee invitation to anyone right here.
That I see as unclear
just joking.
motivations and
I was just curious, okay? Maybe I'm interested in what you do as a friend.
You have been quite in the adventure with your year with Mr. Harry Potter and everything.
Oh, don't
You must give yourself credit for. We must give ourselves credit for passing through
Surviving.
that.
It
has
was
been
very,
hard.
very testing, especially since everybody focused on Harry Potter and the rest of us got really
It's not about
ignored.
you.
Well, he was the chosen one.
But he was the chosen one.
I mean, to be honest, I've heard about that prophecy, and honestly, it could have been Neville too. But
He wasn't. Obviously, he wasn't.
How do you know?
Because he.
A child born at the end of July.
I was born at the end. I'm kidding.
See what I mean? I mean,
You have
I
to-
think he was subjective and just
Keep your sense of humor when you get older. What can I?
haha. Am I
to be
doing it
focused.
right?
You are right one. I appreciate.
So, do you want to do something fun or do you want to, like, stick to the.
What is fun?
Yeah, what's your idea of fun? I can't believe I'm asking
We
this.
go to the dark forest.
Oh, what? And,
No.
prank,
Maybe.
and prank the new gamekeeper.
Would you like
Oh,
to go to the.
actually, he was a bit of a prick.
Yeah, he was. He.
Maybe we could do something like that.
Yeah.
What
Or we could go to the dark forest.
Or what? We are,
Well,
To do what? Right.
Gigi, we are not children anymore. We have responsibilities now. It's
Because the
hard.
ministry brought your adventurous souls down. I knew you both in school.
No, my parents didn't. I had plenty of adventure for a lifetime. Also, we don't want any quarrel with the centaurs.
Poor.
We go around the centaurs. I have made a path.
I will say pass. I already miss my typical mornings. People would say I was boring every morning, the same coffee, doing the same rituals, but it was
Yours.
enough for me and it was mine. Helping friends when they needed it.
See, she's already bored with you.
I know.
Not really.
I will.
But sort of.
I will head and find a solution for the small bed that I probably have, and maybe tomorrow after the meeting, we could spend some time together at the coffee. Maybe.
I have a tip for you. It's called Engorgio. Thank you. You're welcome.
I was thinking of that. I'm thinking if he has some defensive magic put on that bed.
Oh no, God forbid he has a bigger bed.
Or you could go, like, I have a double bed, and if you.
I'm
Like,
gonna subtract from
Yeah.
this conversation.
I'm gonna go red.
Oh, look what you're doing to the small one.
I'm not yet.
Well, I put
Oh my god.
Fanfic.
Please don't sleep with each other.
I'm not
Please.
sleeping with each other.
We are just-
Sleeping-
Oh no!
Your invitation is
Inappropriate
welcome.
for school staff.
I
Penny,
will-
can you just mind your own business?
I
No.
will decline respectfully. But
Attaboy.
Fine,
tomorrow-
go and sleep in Flitwick's bed. Tiny, tiny, tiny bed. I'm gonna go.
I will say something, Gigi.
Mm.
I have missed your energy. See you tomorrow.
Sure.
Come, Tudor. Thank you. You have me
So
looking-
you go to sleep, that's it,
Yes.
yeah? All of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The sun, blah.
The swan!
The sun rises over Hogwarts on a Saturday, September the 6th. A crisp autumn breeze whistles through the corridors. Students begin wandering the grounds, but the tension among the faculty lingers. What do you do before the staff meeting? That's a date. Where do you go? Who do you talk to? Blah, blah, blah.
I actually go and sleep in the tower in the forest where Chowder is sleeping. I always go and sleep there when I had a rough day and just wake up a bit late and go directly to the staff meeting.
A bit late, meaning?
Arriving right on time on just making it right on time and doing so by arriving on Chowder Tech.
Okay. The meeting is held, and you guys, sorry.
I do as I normally do. I wake up at 6:30. I do my morning routine. I wash my face, wash my teeth, take a shower. I groom Jerry, the second, and feed it. Good Jerry. So I can take him with me afterwards, and then I go have breakfast at 7.
Yeah, it's available. It's from 7.
Yeah. No, I was thinking like, do I have time like in half an hour to do all those?
If you're a true teacher, you probably don't have time. You are with all the paper
I
you're
just
eating.
But you do
flick
it with
my wand
magic.
and a brush is just brushing my hair. The toothbrush is just brushing my teeth like on its own, and I have my hands free to do whatever. You know, everything is magical.
Andru?
He will probably go check quickly on the frog choir location and will try to get an insight of where the professor left off looking at his chalkboard that is continuously writing. And then he will prepare himself, take Tudor.
You find a list of students that are in the frog choir, including the ones enrolled this year, list of songs, and a list of schedule where you rehearse in classrooms or even in the Great Hall.
It's good to see that the magic of music is not lost, even if it's thinner. Come, Tudor, we are teachers now, we respectful.
I wake up, the first thing I do is write a letter to Helga, my landlady, to tell her that she has to feed my pets, because I'm not at home. As I write, I massage my leg to somewhat numb the pain. I get dressed, I go to the Great Hall, have a cup of coffee, and see if the demeanor of Felix has changed since spending a night with Neville. He's more depressed or not.
Well,
He's dead.
Felix looks tired
Oh,
after Neville's mood.
no.
Did he do that to you?
Do you want to take a nap?
He looks at you with reproachful eyes. Somehow like,
Oh.
don't you dare like make me do stuff like this again.
But I will scratch him
Oh yes, that's the
beneath the... Yes,
Okay,
exactly,
yes, yeah.
exactly. I'm sorry, I will not have you spend any more time with Never. And I will make sure he eats.
Okay, he eats
Okay.
a hefty meal. The meeting is held in the stone parlor, a high-ceilinged circular room on the second floor above the Great Hall. Thick tapestries and glowing orbits give it the air of wisdom and pressure. Around the large enchanted table, the faculty gathers one by one. You as well. Gronya is last. You said you wanted to be...
Yeah, just on time, and I arrived on very disrespectful on Chowder's back.
Who's Chowder?
The
The
dragon.
dragon.
She just flying
Through the hole?
I don't know, maybe like hovering near a window on Chowder's back and climbing through the
Hello,
window.
Homora.
Does he look like a happy dog?
Yeah, he does.
I sort of nibble his, I go near to his face, climb on his back and nibble his nose and climb through the damn window inside the room.
Okay. McGonagall walks inside at 8 a.m. sharp and opens the meeting. This year has brought great challenge. With great challenge comes great responsibility. Hagrid's retirement leaves a void, not for teaching care of magical creatures, but in keeping our grounds and forest in check. I hope you'll all adjust. And at this moment, Dexley Twitcher, oh, it's a disaster. Everyone is going into the forest and coming back bitten. Hagrid left behind acromantulas, blast and discrutes. It's a bloody nightmare. Pull yourself together, Twitcher. We are also apparently missing 3 students. Oliver Woodwand, Nathaniel Rosier, Tobias Luckhorn, likely lost in the forest since our new freedom focus decree.
I hear those names and I go even paler than before.
I will not have Hogwarts return to To a playground! You hear me?
Like when we were kids and Dumbledore made rules?
Is he a vampire?
Don't you insult Albus Dumbledore to my face.
And I said to matter just so I hear. So I do it behind your back.
What are we actively doing about the 3 missing students?
What is the protocol?
You, the actually teacher, are searching for them in the forest. Okay? This is the protocol now. Now to another matter. We need a new head of house for Ravenclaw. Because Phileas Flitwick left. And while we're at it, perhaps it's time for a change in other houses as well. Neville. And she looks at Neville. She presses her lips. You look strained and frankly deranged. Might be time for someone else to lead Gryffindor.
Someone very, very sane, yeah?
And you hear people already start fighting and make arguments briefly. I have the experience and the legacy. Penelope says this, the senior transfiguration teacher. Sinistra is like, if you trust wisdom and energy, I'm your choice. In the background, Septima Vector and Bashalda Babbing start arguing who has the bigger seniority because all of them were in Ravenclaw house. What do you guys do? Do you say anything?
Could I hit the floor with my cane?
Yes, you can do that.
Professors, I think we have more urgent concerns than who is house... what was the term? Master? Headmaster of the Gryffindors.
We
have
need structure. We need to establish the structure so we know how the hierarchy goes.
Can't we do this after we found?
We do this now, damn it.
We are missing 3 students.
And Dexley already is searching for them. He left.
What's wrong with Dexley?
I have a proposal. Let's have the sorting hat choose.
Sorting. I have not seen that. Is that
No,
thing
for
still
Ravenclaw.
alive? No,
The sorting hat
Ravenclaw.
is in the room.
No! You can't use me for this! I'm for students, not for politics!
Oh, you will help the school as you're told. Everyone, write the name on a slip of parchment and put it in the sorting hat. I will draw the names. If you look under your seats, you will find a piece of parchment.
When did this appear? The heck is it?
Write down your full name and last name, and under it, the house you were sorted in. I'm gonna, while you write it down, I'm gonna briefly go through all the other teachers, just so you know what you're up against. So it's Transfiguration, it's Penelope Clearwater, who's a Ravenclaw. There's Penny Travers, Hufflepuff, Defense Against the Dark Arts. Now Andru Luna, Ravenclaw, Charms. Potions is Marcus Belby, Ravenclaw as well. Herbology, Neville Longbottom. Gryffindor, head of house so far. Professor Aurora Sinistra, Ravenclaw. Professor Cupboard Bins, a ghost, doesn't apply. Marisol del Castillo. She is from Castel Abruzzo, and she teaches divination. Muggle Studies, Marcus Dustbane, Slytherin. Study of Ancient Runes, Bashida Babblings. Ravenclaw. Arithmancy, Septima Vector, Ravenclaw. Care of Magical Creature, Gronia Yaxley, Gryffindor. Alchemy, René Flamel, Hufflepuff, former head of house. You took it from him. And there's present also the other staff, the caretaker, Brandy Lynch, a young woman with short cropped red hair. And the matron, Padma Patil, Ravenclaw. Quidditch referee, very old Rolanda Hooch. Gameskeeper, you just met him. And now we have Elf Chef and Cleaning Syndicate Head, which is a free elf, Zari.
Oh, there we go.
So what do we do with...
You write our
Story-wise,
we
I
write-
think it's a bit
Put it here.
if we put it
Do we
in
have to
Our
write
name
our
or
name?
those that... Our name or those...
Your name.
I know my name.
it's
Your
tr-
name.
isn't this a bit grotesque? I mean, we put it in the
The hat knows who's more meritorious, so
Yes, but
you have to write Andru Luna, Ravenclaw, Penny Travers, Hufflepuff, Gronia Yaxley, Gryffindor,
The head
It's
is
Gigi.
upside down.
yes, and we put it in the. I mean,
Silence Wood.
I'm not.
Silence.
Wood is one that's miss.
Silence.
Oh, no.
Yes, probably the child of Oliver.
Yeah.
So, the hat
You
will
can't
decide. Put me down. The hat will decide who's more worthy. I will pick out the names and tell you who's gonna be
I
head of
wonder
house.
who it will be.
Hmm?
Quite curious who it's
Okay.
going to be.
So we have for Gryffindor, Gigi, Yaxley. You're head of house. She tosses you a head of house pin.
Bonk.
One of the
Magically with her
The
wand.
new Gryffindor are going to be quite rebellious, I feel like.
Welcome to the system.
For Hufflepuff will be Penny
I'm-
Travers.
Congratulations, you have more responsibility now.
Thank you.
I'm
ready
writing the system from within.
For Ravenclaw will be Alexandru Codreanu. What a surprise.
Oh.
Well, I
Congratulations.
will.
You hear a lot of people protesting because like
I
7
protest.
You've been here for a day.
And for
Right,
Slytherin
it
it's
is quite,
Marcus
uh,
Duskbane, Muggle Studies.
Marcus Dustbane, well,
I'm sorry, isn't he a little young?
Yeah, that's what I'm.
it is quite impressive for his
I
age.
mean, what? The young carrot.
What?
No.
Bites the.
And the old
bunny?
hen?
I don't know.
I mean,
Is that a
That's
Muggle
us.
thing?
No,
Oh,
it's not how it goes.
you shouldn't listen to Gigi, she's not very good at Muggle knowledge. You are. You tell her.
Slay.
I think we should all listen to
McGonagall.
Headmaster.
Okay, now we conclude. We have even further important business.
This is
All head of houses, you three, and Alexandru Codreanu, please come to my office.
Right? I didn't know that detention was a thing.
I feel like we did something wrong. My
I
dear,
really feel like I'm getting detention. This is all my
We're
childhood.
just consulting. Come.
My
You
dear-
follow? McGonagall?
yes,
course
we
we-
follow McGonagall.
We have a choice.
On the 7th corridor, she holds before a stone gargoyle. She says, "Sugar quills and stubborn wills." The gargoyle slips to life and leaps aside. The wall begins to split in two, revealing a spiral staircase. What do you do?
We go up the staircase.
You're being rotated upward as you step onto it.
Okay.
Shelves upon shelves of books and magical instrumental ticking and chiming, portraits of past headmasters snoring. Softly, you see Dumbledore there. The smell of parchment, old magic, and tea. McGonagall conjures up a trail of biscuit and says, "Have a biscuit."
Sorry.
You
I'm
have
not
it?
taking.
Do you also have a cup of tea?
Sure.
Thank
She
you.
makes a pot of tea.
And I just
Of
dunked
course,
the
some
biscuit
biscuits.
in the tea.
Okay.
Yeah,
Which-
it does look like a biscuit.
I have something important to tell you.
Oh, thank you, dear.
With Filia's departure, we're not missing just head of houses. We're missing a deputy head. And I intend to choose one of you. I'll be observing each of you, your decisions, your leadership, how you treat students, and your ability to collaborate or not. If you think about it the long haul, you are the candidates for something more. You're the candidates for the next head of Hogwarts. I won't live forever. I'm 89 after all. Work together. No sabotage. I will not tolerate Quidditch fueled house rivalries splitting up my staff in two.
A bit
Is
of
it
competition. A bit of competition never hurt. by
Also, it's
anyone.
very easy. They suck at Quidditch and they don't care about it.
Who's they?
You people.
I
You
never
people.
played with it.
Actually, in the last years, Hufflepuff was on a streak.
Sure, I'm talking about them personally.
Okay.
Not the houses.
Okay.
Yes, that's why I don't play Quidditch, but select the best players.
And I understand that you have a problem with her, but why us?
No, she has a problem in general. Yes, we will.
You have a problem with an attitude, Penny. Sure.
It
Yes,
is time
well, it's
to
great to have
show the
personality.
Grandmaster that we collaborate together, for the houses are the pillars that Hogwarts sits upon, and the students must see that we work together and that we are in harmony. I suggest we try to find a way. Did we have any reports from the missing teacher went for the children?
You can start with that now. As you step out of McGonagall's office, the heavy door clicks shut behind you. The weight of the new responsibility settled on your shoulders. 1 week until the next staff meeting. 1 week to prove yourselves worthy of being Hogwarts' next deputy head.
What
It's
was-
a game show.
What was Tobias Slughorn's house? Because it's not. It's just 4th year, and that's it.
I think
This is still a
This is a slack one. It should be a
it's
student.
wait.
Mhm.
It's
Maybe, yeah.
he is a Slytherin.
okay.
Yeah.
Is the pay
Okay.
better than that?
What do you want to do this week? What do you plan to make your mark as head of house? Let's each share a plan. Each of you, briefly. 1 week.
What
We
we
should
do
find
in
the
a
kids.
week?
Yeah, what would you like to do in a week? We're gonna do a fast travel thingy.
Well, probably the first intent would be to find the children and then
Collaborate together.
collaborate with the other teachers to sort of like make a movement for bringing awareness to the children in the dangers of the forest, though it does seem important maybe have some excursions and some lessons from the magical creatures to sate their appetite for this curiosity.
So each and every one task I'm gonna make you roll for it.
One task.
One task,
So
one plan,
search
one
for the
idea.
kids.
To search for the kids then. That is
Yeah.
the
I
task.
am conducting a group of magical creatures in unison with my fantastic beast whisperer to go into the forest and search for the kids. And I am
That's your thing, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am conducting, I think, Doxies. What's in the forest?
So you're gonna roll with magical creatures with your bonuses and advantage.
If you want, I can aid you with that. Because I got magical creature keeper
And
also.
each of you do one thing.
Not keeper, whisperer.
Ah, you're whisperer.
One thing that is good for our
Whatever you want to do in this week.
It
It can be
Our
even
house.
something for yourselves.
Then I will probably use this new area of me being as the new Ravenclaw headmaster and invite people to daily frog choir assemblies. And in these frog choirs assemblies, I will do the calming draw effect, where I will soothe and pacify tense or frightened individuals, because there are new changes, everything seems scary, people might be frightened or unsure, and the frog choir that will be singing in the halls will pacify
Then you have a
these walls.
special mechanic for that, yeah?
I
You're gonna
will
do
look
that
at
in
it.
a jiffy.
Yes.
You research it a bit.
Yes.
Okay. I would like to organize at least a couple of days per week, because I know the schedule is pretty full. I would like to organize a legitimacy workshop and for self-protection, and to help them identify the perils of letting somebody into your head willingly or unwillingly.
Okay. And you, Marcus?
Aside from trying to find the kids, I would try to devise through how's it called? Many failed attempts how to make the Muggle studies interesting. From actually breaking TVs with bats to explaining them how telephones work, why are they used, cards, things like that.
Okay.
And try to make
So
it
we go
interesting.
one by one. Gigi.
26 for conducting.
26. You found everything in that forest. You found a couple of children, but was not these three. You found some acromantulas that you killed on spot. You found a lost baby centaur. You found a lot of stuff, but not the kids. They aren't in the forest. You're absolutely sure. For you have a special mechanic that will make you roll. Yeah. And I would say that you succeed in calming everyone down the way you envisioned.
Mm-hmm.
For you to conduct legitimacy, I think you can roll me charms. Being a... No, it's not a charm. You can roll me
It would be teaching something. Would be
Yeah,
diplomacy,
teaching
right? It would be social skills.
maybe...
Or defense against the dark side.
You have the legitimacy skill. No, what was the top thing? It was magical knowledge or charms. I think charms. No?
It doesn't seem.
No, wait.
I think it was charms.
+5 bonus on observation.
Charms and observation. Charms, yeah. Roll me a charms check.
Charms, it's a 19.
Okay, a 19. You succeed, although in doing what you wanted, although some students were lagging behind. Maybe they weren't properly focused or something like that.
Okay. I would like to leave nobody behind and maybe extra focus not on the people that seem to be doing a good job, but also help the others catch up, because it's not about who can do this the best. It's for everybody to understand the importance of the subject.
Okay, and you wanted to
teach
to
the
teach Muggle
kids.
studies.
Yes, and
Muggle
to make
knowledge.
it interesting.
Muggle knowledge.
Yes.
What did you roll?
Oh, my head.
Could I
What should I roll?
say that as I helped him, give him an advantage? So I have the collaborative
Okay,
scholar
you
field.
roll with advantage.
What should I roll? The
Muggle knowledge.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
You can do it, boy.
And you can take this as an opportunity to also promote tolerance and understand.
17.
70. Well, it's you took the game to another level. Students love you now, though some quite find it not as interesting as magical, but wants to be a Muggle.
Can I stop two of them for a quick second
Yeah.
Sucks.
and ask them if they know anything about the three kids? If they heard anything from them that, hey, we have to skip class and
No. No skipping classes. One of them tells you that they were very eager to get very good grades this year.
Oh,
Especially, what's his name?
Swagburn.
Especially Oliver Woodward. So 1 week goes by, and now it's Saturday, September the 13th, an unlucky number for any wizard's calendar. Whether you stuck to your plan or the chaos of Hogwarts swept up, time has moved on. You find yourself, after the staff meeting together, walking down the main corridor of the 3rd floor. Golden morning light seeming through the stained glass. And that's when you heard it. Down the hall, near a group of suits of armor, you spot a student, a 4th-year Gryffindor. She's tall, broad-shouldered, buffy blonde. Her presence is usually unnoticed, yet she seems so small. Usually noticed, sorry. Yet she seems so small in this moment. Do you guys know her? Of course, maybe some of you have her in class.
Yeah.
Roll me
Okay.
a flat 20. And actually, you because you
15?
have...
15.
you roll with advantage and you guys roll with disadvantage.
Oh shit. So,
It's a
11.
What do you like? Oh, just a
220. Yes.
This is advantage.
15. Yes.
5.
Didn't you?
11.
Okay. All above 10. I see you have her in Muggle Studies. It's Daisy Dursley. 3 girls are giggling behind her. One of them muttering something you can hear. Oink, oink, Dursley the troll, someone's jeers. There's 3 girls, Genevieve Greenglass, this Slytherin red hair, like fire, at the snub nose, stuck so high in the air you'd think that she's trying to sniff out the lesser bloodlines. Bella Vane, Hufflepuff, so thin she looks like a wand in a wig, mostly elbow knees, and a smile too wide for her face. Heather Faye, another Hufflepuff, freckled, her hair that frizzy and so wide that it needs its own seat in the bus.
I would.
She tries to ignore it, but her eyes are glassy. Her wand is shaking in her hand. She opens her mouth to say something, and she starts to fast hex all the other girls. The girls run, but behind the statue steps an older student, a 7-year. His hood is up. You don't know him, but he has red robes and a sneer. His wand is raised. Leave her alone! He hisses. I'm sorry. Leave her alone, he hisses. Let's see you fight this! And before you can react, he shouts, Fiend Fire! And she casts Fiend Fire. The cursed flames erupt from the tip of his wand, and immediately after him seeing this, he drops the wand into the fire that shapes into the basilisk now, slithering across the floor towards Daisy, Bella, Heather, and Genevieve.
Are they?
What do we do? Aguamenti, because like...
No.
You do Aguamenti, but the water doesn't work, and he left his wand behind in the fire, and he runs.
Could I try Finite Incanta?
You can try, but we're gonna try next week, because... Or the week after that, because... Next week we have a very special moment where you guys will go through your owls, and we're gonna figure out which spells you actually know and which spells you actually don't know. And
The moment
after
I've been
that,
preparing
we
for.
will come back with episode 3 of The Lesson That Never Was, from our new Focus Pocus system. And I hope you enjoyed this fiery chapter of Hogwarts, and we can't wait to see what our professors now do next. If you love what we're doing, please consider tossing a galleon to our Patreon to show your support. This show is a bit of a little magic child made out of love and creativity and more sleepless nights than we care to admit. Every bit of support helps us keep the magic alive. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel. It would mean the world to us. Good day, good night, and
don't let the vampires bite! Finite videoclipo!
And until next time, stay magical. Focus, Pocus.